Hello, beautiful people. I'm pretty excited about today's topic. I'm talking about the real power of an empath. So, if you feel like you are a ping pong ball when you're out and about, or even in your own home, with all the energy and emotions and moods that are happening and shifting on the planet, you may want to hear this message today. Thank you so much for tuning in today, beautiful one. Be sure to subscribe, like, and click the bell so you can get more videos on expanding consciousness so you can have more ease during this time of the Great Awakening. So we're diving deep, rising our vibration high, and let's dive in here. So how many of us are empaths? Write in the comments. Let me know if you are an empath. Do you walk into a room and feel the emotions and moods and feel like you're totally swayed by them? And do you feel like you have to do all this protection and all this stuff to actually be in the world? Well, I want to bust a myth here today. One, I'm going to talk about what really an empath is. And then two, I'm going to talk about your superpower. Okay, so here we go. What really is an empath? So I'm going to bust down a myth here. All right, everyone is going to be an empath at some point. It's part of an awakening process that each human being goes through if they choose. So when you kind of pop and you get your broader perspective and your awareness starts to develop, you become an empath. You become sensitive to things around you. You get sensitive to information coming at you. So what if energy and moods and emotions was just information? Okay. Now, some empaths say, like, oh, I absorb them, I feel them in my body, so I'm going to talk about that. What really an empath is someone on the awakening journey who has grown their broader perspective and grown their awareness. Now they're aware, but they're not realizing they're aware. So, what is the superpower? The superpower is their growing awareness. So, as an empath, your superpower is awareness of the information coming to you. And if you break down your point of view about all those energies that are sticking you and hurting you, it's just information. Just like your emotional system is just information. So as an empath, before we realize this idea that it's just information and we're just being aware, we feel like a victim to the energies in every room, like every party we go to, or every stage that we're on, or every relationship we're in. We feel like we're a victim to all the moods and emotions that they're going through. Well, this does not have to be so anymore. So basically, you are on your awakening journey and you've opened up awareness. So your superpower right now is that awareness. So when you broaden your perspective and have this awareness, now you're aware of moods and emotions and you become aware of a lot of stuff. So one of the tricks to being an empath, because you just exponentially grown your awareness, is that you want to grow your allowance along with it. What allowance does is lets people have their stuff without taking it in, without trying to fix it, without trying to be it. So empaths do things in different ways. One, they try to take it into their body to fix it. Two, they bring it in, become it, to mirror it back, to be a big mirror. And those people have a pretty hard time because they get a lot of reactivity back at them. So those are two things, if you're pulling it into your body or you're mirroring it. And those are just two choices. You don't have to do either one. And I'm going to tell you why and how right now. So when you have your empathic moment and you become aware of the moods, right? You do not have to take it into your body. It's just kind of a habit that you do, and you can stop it before it even enters. You can just, one, be aware of it, and two, be in allowance of it. Let people have their journey. Let people have their experiences. But two, it also shows you where you are focused. So if you are focused on source energy, light, you'll be focused more on that aspect of the being and the situation. If you are focused, or you have a habit body or a pain body of being focused in moodiness, or you're having a day where it's just, you're off, and then you're focused on the moods or the emotions of someone, that's where you'll be focused. So your awareness is this superpower to tell you where you are focused. It's so cool. So once you have this little key that, oh, all this is telling me is where I'm focused. So where do you want to be focused now? So now you have choice. Now you can take a little bit of a pause and say, oh, I want to come back to alignment with source. So the contrast of the awareness gives us another possibility, and then we have choice to say, I think I'm going to choose something different. I think I'm going to bridge the gap here from this place where I'm focused about this mood and emotion. I'm going to bridge that gap to source with telling myself some different things, or refocusing on different things. Oh, that person's a little moody. Oh, we all have a bad day, right? And, I'm not having a bad day. I'm going to come back to source. So interestingly enough, I had a really bad day yesterday. And by the end of the day, I was just in it and took everything on with my son, and the two of us were just mirroring back each other's crap to each other, and it was awful. But by the end of the day, I just had to retreat, right? I let go, was watching some, just some fun entertainment that I like. And when I went to bed with the intent of wanting to do something different the next day. So this morning, my husband says, I'm putzing around the kitchen. He's like, hey, let's remember alignment first. And I was like, yes, okay. So I love that my husband gave me this cue. So I came down and I meditated, and I did some writing. I walked the dog. I listened to something inspiring, and I feel aligned. I'm holding the light. I am connected to source and aligned with source. Now, when we do that practice and we are committed to alignment first, as a empath, if that's what you want to still call yourself, or just an aware being, as an aware being, then I can go out into the world and say like, oh, okay, this is happening. And if I'm really focused on some intense emotions or situations, I can know that my focus is there and not on source. So then I can bridge the gap again. So when we are 100% committed to the light, to source energy, and that's always right here, then we have these moments. In the Course of Miracles, they call it the miracle moment. We have these miracle moments of seeing where we have left the building of source, and we can have the awareness. As an empath, you have that awareness, and if you choose to come back to source, then it doesn't go back into your body, and you don't have to be the effect of it at all. So it really comes down to knowing that your superhero capacity is awareness, and then how to use that awareness. So once you have the awareness, grow the allowance. Just growing the allowance may be able to just create more ease in your life already. Because once you allow it, then there's no bringing it into your body. There's no fixing it. There's no mirroring it back. People are just having their journey. It has nothing to do with me. Stays out of your field, stays out of your focus. But if that's not working, then you keep asking it to grow higher, and you ask that awareness, what are you showing me? Where am I focused? And then you bridge the gap with, what am I making important here? What could possibly be more important than holding the light and being source energy? Oh, oh, I'm making this, and that important. I'm making this, and that important. I'm making someone else's journey more important than mine. So, in meditating today and finding my source again and realigning, I can look back at yesterday, and I conducted myself as a mother and not something I'm proud of. I could get down on myself, feel shame and guilt and, all that, but that's not of the light. So why would I focus there? The contrast of that day yesterday is giving me more indication that I really am 100% committed to the light. And yeah, we have these contrast days that show us how much we are committed. So, my friends, you are super powerful. Are you ready to take your power back? You're not powerless against the energies around you. You are powerful. Your empathic nature is only a sign that you have popped and awakened a bit, and you're growing awareness. And so we just keep growing awareness, then we keep growing allowance, and we keep choosing to hold the light. 100% committed. Are you? Are you 100% committed to holding the light, to alignment first? Alignment with source energy, with light consciousness. So it's that commitment that will bring you back. And that hard day yesterday, saying to myself, oh my gosh, I've dropped the ball. I've just jumped off the train of being 100% committed to the light. And then I said, no, this is the process that's showing me something in my universe that I'm making more important than my alignment with source. Okay, got it. And today, here we are with something different, and a very, very different experience, and very different energetic with myself today. So, my beautiful awakened empath, you are now aware. You are now aware of your awareness, and it's your choice how you're going to use that awareness. So my suggestion would be to ask some questions about what you're making important more than the light, and to grow your allowance of others. Let me know if you have any questions about this. This is a pretty big topic, but I feel like it needs to be addressed. I feel like we can start to disappear in kind of the victimness of being an empath, when really it's a power, okay? It's a power you get to take back. And as an empath, you do not have to absorb the energy. You do not have to mirror it back. You don't have to be the effect of that energy. All you have to know is that you have the awareness of this energy, and then you have choice, you have possibility. And if you're 100% committed to the light and to source energy, that's where your focus will be. And so having a meditation practice, having some kind of practice to practice being source energy. What you practice, you become. And when you become that, your point of focus will not be on the emotions and the negativity and the moodiness and stuff. It will be on the light of that individual as well. So we're all practicing this, guys. We're remembering this together. And if you have any questions or comments, please put them down in the comments. I'm happy to continue the conversation. Welcome to the High Vibe Tribe. Be sure to subscribe, like, and click the bell for more content on expanding your consciousness. Namaste.